Hello folks, I'm the Red. This is Hollywood Animal, and last we left off, the Sicilian Tiger had just released, making its budget back in the first week, and million in profit in week two. That's going to be 2 million to our bank account, and we also got a police raid in which one of our actors got asked for an autograph. We also had an incident where a movie, like, it hit the production office, but it never actually started getting produced, and I still don't know why. I'm recording this episode immediately after the last one. If I have to... Oh, I do have to... Real quick... Save... LP... just in case that whole incident reoccurs. And I've got a... That was also the same episode which we produced... Well, we started building the special events office here. Is this what caused it? Like, I don't think so. It wouldn't make sense. But bugs oftentimes don't make sense. So, maybe? In any case, we're going to see here in just a second. The safety save there was in case I have to scrap this episode because this problem reoccurs. We're gonna see right here whether or not it does so. Landlord here, it's a decent enough script. The thing is, that script was also great. It was amazing. Like, everything was going in its favor. Let's start production. Service level. Again, the service level is automatically being slotted to medium. I don't think we need that. I'm going to put security on, start production, and there it goes, into production. So, problem did not recur. To the very edge here is having an incident in post. During editing, the final scene took a long time to come together. The editor is completely exhausted. Yeah, makes sense. Speaking of which, let me get half dozen watches, a few things of whiskey and cigars, and let's put another film, and we're going to go right back to... It was a Night of Magic, right? Or was it Stolen Hearts? It was Stolen Hearts. But the other theory we had was that it's because some of our actors are... I'm gonna just cancel this project here. The other theory we had was because some of the actors on it were... they were... Their contracts were upped, and we were paying them incentives to continue working with us. We're gonna repay for promotions. Scouting office is done here. So, amazing quality sets would take 900 days. High quality costumes would be 400 or 500. A bunch of extras. Let's go with the high quality costumes and props first. It's gonna take about a year. And We also need to build the scouting office. I'm just gonna tuck it in right there. And we're gonna just let time tick along here. Dirt found. Joe Hughes was a bully at school? I mean, do we really want to hire him? 14. I mean, yeah, we're making the money to do so. We also do, however, have to action comedy. You can write that. We do have to fire Thomas here. Well, Wilfred, you're a drunk. How much are each of you? You want 5,000 a month. Your comedy. Do we have anyone else doing comedies? No. We don't have anyone else doing adventure either. Thomas, it's gonna be you. Alright. I can't fire you while you're still working on something. So I guess we're just going to have a problem with our writers. Yes, Peter Hodges. Here you go. Give us another 3 years. You only want 100,000. 120,000. Which is, yeah, easy. 3 years. And the Gernstein brothers are suing us? Representatives of Gernstein brothers are demanding compensation for the unethical poaching of employees contrary to the principles of fair competition. They want to force us to pay nearly $2 million. I will happily pay to instead try and soundstage 5. I'm also going to say let us soundstage 1 and 2 can be demolished. Felix here. I'm gonna work on another idea. Maine. This is a pretty good script. What's it actually composed of? Terry? Absolutely nothing. Wayward soul and a corrupt official. That's really it. It's an adventure drama. I'm also waiting for actors to want to renew their script? Or script, their contract. Wait, what? You're writing... What? No one else here is... Okay. I'm going to try one more time. Stolen Hearts. I'm gonna get Jasper here. Let's put it on soundstage for oh, this is not done yet. So Jasper, hand it over to Thomas. Let's try to reattach names to it. Cowboy will be Peter. This bandit's gonna be Oscar, I guess. Sidekick. Joanne. Actually, let's have the sidekick be Lydia. Joanne, you play the damsel. Busy in pre-production of Stolen Hearts. Okay. Maybe this will fix all of that. Let me now check the actors here. You're still busy in pre-production of Stolen Hearts, Sally, and you really shouldn't be. Coleman Graves. Have you read the Pilgrim Chronicles? Of course you have. It's the best-selling American novel of all time. At least that's what Professor Cotton is telling everyone at parties, while I stand off to the side, taking down the names and phone numbers of all the bigwigs who come to congratulate him on his success. Someday, when the time is right, I'll tell everyone the truth about how this book came to be. I don't hold anything against Cotton. After all, he gave me a job as his secretary when many at the university were against it. Sometimes I even managed to squeeze in an hour or two to write. Why don't I publish? Every publisher I approach says they can't sell a book with a black face smiling at the readers on the back cover. But in the movies, nobody knows what color the people are in the credits, right? So I turned one of my short stories into a screenplay, and I'm willing to give it to you, if you agree to make it into a film within a reasonable time frame, say 3 years. Don't worry, I won't start shouting from the rooftops that I wrote the film. It will be an investment in the future, a future where America is a little more tolerant, and I'll finally have a real chance to prove myself. The story is about my sister, so it means a lot to me. I'm not an idiot. I know that a black girl in the lead role is out of the question, but at least let it be a decent actress, all right? And if everything works out, I'll do my best to be useful to you, as much as a person who understands something about stories can be useful in the movie business. Let's take a look at your script. Coleman Graves, Flat Bottom. It's a drama. It's a ambitious woman. In a small town, there lived a girl named Lisa Graves. While the other girls dreamed of marrying a rich man, Lisa aspired to become an engineer so her inventions could make the lives of ordinary people a little easier. In the winter, Lisa would make sleds for her younger brothers. In the summer, she sewed kites for them. These pleasant moments lifted her thoughts from Sally's bakery, where tedious labor awaited her every morning. If you want to work for me, you'll if you want to work for me, you'll carry sacks like everyone else, the bakery owner grumbled as she rolled up her sleeves. Lisa worked tirelessly until her palms were covered in bloody calluses. Her face was tender from the heat of the ovens, and sweat-soaked work clothes stuck to her body. But no matter how difficult things got, Lisa found ways to show her talent. One particularly muggy day, she glued together a strange contraption from wrapping paper, a handy bag with a flat bottom. Large loaves would no longer fall out and roll around on the counter. When Lisa shared her invention with the other bakery workers, they only sneered. Don't make things up, silly girl. Maybe you should open your own bakery where the bread jumps into your mouth by itself. Upset, Lisa told her parents everything. Not even they, but even they didn't take her side. Nobody likes upstarts, dear. Just do your job and keep your head down. Lisa realized that being smart in this backwater was like flying a kite in a dead calm. You could run around in circles all day, but nothing was going to fly. One day, returning from work, Lisa noticed a poster on a bulletin board. Private Bureau of Investors, Chicago. Turn your idea into $1 million. The very next morning, Lisa put on her only clean dress, laced up her shabby boots, and headed for the big city. The office building was tucked between a shoe repair shop and a diner that smelled of fried onions. Rather than shiny storefronts and people in suits, Lisa found a dusty office with a crooked sign reading, Calder's Bureau of Inventions. For a moment, the girl was tempted to turn around and go home, but it was too late to retreat. Frank Calder, the office's gloomy owner, listened to Lisa's idea and shook his head. My dear, it's a funny idea, but a bag is not an invention. For someone to invest money in this, you need a machine that could churn out thousands of them. If something more serious pops into your sweet head, please come back by. Lisa returned that very evening with a drawing of the machine. Frank ran his eyes over the paper and chuckled with satisfaction. My dear, and now you work for me. And so Lisa became an engineer. Frank brought her raw ideas, and she refined them and turned them into workable projects. But Frank never missed a chance to keep Lisa in her place. Without me, you're nothing. No one needs your scribbles. Lisa always nodded obediently and set herself to fulfilling Frank's every whim, fearful of losing her dream job, especially since he promised to bring her ideas to life, bags with a flat bottom, just as soon as the company got on its feet. But one day, she visited a bakery across the street, and Lisa saw those familiar bags in the hands of satisfied customers. The flat bottom is some kind of miracle, said an elderly lady with admiration as she put a huge loaf of white bread into the bag. At once, Lisa understood everything. Frank was a thief who took other people's inventions and patented them under his own name. Lisa collected all her drawings and went to seek justice. The patent office laughed and showed the girl the door. The police said they didn't investigate such nonsense, and the lawyer Lisa tried to hire only condescendingly patted her on the shoulder and advised her to find herself a good husband as soon as possible. In desperation, Lisa burst into Frank's office. You pathetic slug! You stole my invention while I was slaving over diagrams from morning to night. Frank, who at the moment was trying on a new suit in front of a mirror, froze in horror. In a fury, Lisa swept everything off the tables and shelves. She was having a nervous breakdown. Finale is the protagonist's dreams are crushed. Frightened, Frank called the police. Two large men in uniform overpowered her and took the hysterical Elisa away without asking a single question. That evening, Frank phoned an old friend and asked a favor. He wanted the girl locked up in a mental hospital for the foreseeable future. Lisa was never seen again, either in Chicago or in her hometown. A farewell letter addressed to her younger brothers was all that remained. Go to the bakery and buy a big round bun. Along with it, you'll receive my greatest invention. Okay, kid. Let's give it a shot. I'm gonna put it on the shelf for a second. But that's only until the Sicilian Tiger finishes. The director wants Bob Gray to do some heavy physical work. In the close-up, he wants his hands calloused like a real worker's. The actor is categorically against it. The ladies don't like calluses. Listen to the director. We're finished with preparations for this lawsuit here. And the court is going to find in favor of Gernstein. Wow. The latest issues of the LA Tribune, exquisite cinematique and fun times. In the latest issues, Red Wolf Studios made their objections clear in the strongest possible terms. Our studio's management is accused of violating the unspoken rules of Hollywood and treating the laws of fair competition with disdain. Unnamed representatives of the offended studio didn't mince their words. Only worms behave like this, and the place for worms is in the ground. Another script here. Sherry Cask. This was the one we hired someone to do, right? Yeah, Maurice Fox. And we're gonna shelve this too. That was a very sombering story. Empty Saloon's gonna get released. We can end distribution on the Sicilian Tiger. I didn't even check how much it was still running that last week. I just sort of autopiloted through that. I hope your movie drives the mayor out of office. The district attorney organized a charity event at his home. The people who attended are prepared to spend a significant amount of their time and money on building something for America. Receive a minimal amount of influence doing that. Empty Saloon. Got a B minus. Can a mark? Ooh, 4 stars from the Bone Grinder. Kissing the ass of corporate American establishment is a key piece of the Hollywood business model. But I must admit, this film is not what I expected from modern cinema. Turns out there are artists in Hollywood capable of showing real courage. This film called out to your flesh. Read yourself the Lord's Prayer and repent. If you are involved in the production of such films, pray as hard as you can. For the flames of justice will rise to cleanse the greasy grins from your lustful faces. Was this... Yeah, this involved nudity. That's what that is about. Peter Hodges got called out. People expected him to be in better movies. Producer here. Bruce Lambert learned some things from it. And Bob Gray is 10-star actor. Yeah. Continue with that. Love interests are again stale. And I'm going to go ahead, start the project. I'm going to go look for flat bottom. I'm going to put our best cinematographer on it. Put it on soundstage 5. We still don't have the thing to do on location filming. Billy, you got one more in you. I said Jasper. What? $9.2 star, asking for next to nothing. Theoretically conceded. If I said, give us 3 years, we'll offer you medical insurance. If we take away the medical insurance you want, I think medical insurance is worth it. I don't know. I don't know how much we have to pay in medical insurance. Let's take off the medical insurance and just give you a couple of structural gifts. And Jasper, you're directing this. Jane, we need an ambitious woman. Betty, you're a 7.8 actor. This is Stolen Hearts. You're filming The Landlord. I think I'll wait for... I may wait all the way for Joanne Spencer to come around on this. I'm going to at least wait for Stolen Hearts to hit the next stage. Upgrade the quality of the Hess Pro. Yeah, Thomas, we're gonna finish here. They've finished building special events. We're gonna pause and Terry, historical action. That's an adventure. I'm gonna go look for ideas. And Hayes, I'm sorry, but you're fired. We can only have 7 writers. before we get penalized. Alma, her contract's up. She doesn't want much for another 3 years, so we'll hire her again. Pyrrhic Victory is... okay. First Among the Last is the next movie up. Pyrrhic Victory is going to be right after... is this a romance? No. What about the smell of metal? No, also not a romance. It's romantic, hopeless romantic lead, but I don't think there's enough to qualify it for being worth pushing to Valentine's Day. I'm going to say 7,250 and nothing from there. Apply this as advertising. This is the one. It's a comedy, action adventure comedy where the protagonist dies. Boys, men, and then some standard newspapers, billboards. To the very edge, you're done with post. Took a little bit of a hit there. Let's see. You know what's still baffling me is wait, why am I looking? Oh, because I need to pick a thing, a poster. Romance adventure, there we go. I'm also going to... You're not getting released immediately. Bernard, just repeat what you're doing. Boone, you too. We've finished building the scouting office. I'm gonna repair this. So yeah, special events. Why don't we repair this too while we're at it? Engineering doesn't have anything. Maintenance doesn't need repairs. I'm still baffled by Stolen Hearts here. What's going to happen with the people working on it? Peter Holland. 3 years. You want just over 100,000, 136. Sally Neal, there you go. Let's talk about what you want. Less than 100,000. Let's keep you signed. And I want Stolen Hearts here to finish with pre-production so that we can see if Sally Neal and I don't remember who else was attached to it who shouldn't be, but whether or not they're still stuck to it. I'll get actually higher. It was, well, I don't remember what the artistic appeal was, but the commercial appeal, the every person appeal, it's good. Let's have this go in for production. There it goes. And one other thing, actors. If I scroll down, Sally, why are you still attached to this? You're not actually in it, right? If I check this, you're not. I guess you're playing a minor role in it. Okay. Just, I don't know what's going on with this game. It's funny because when I first started this game, actually, it crashed my sound drivers, at the start of this recording session. I'm like three episodes into this recording session now. At the start of it, I had to restart my computer entirely, because it had crashed my sound. Like, it killed all sound when I first started the game up. Like, it struggled to start up and then killed my sound. So it was like already not things looking good. Things looking not good. I've checked the competition and they're all just pathetic. Their bars stink of vomit and there's just a bunch of bums hanging around. Normal, self-respecting people never go to places like that. We can do better than this, right? I want people thinking that celebrities treat my establishments as their private getaways. Hollywood actors would be perfect. Think you can help with this? Ask one of your people to visit one of my bars ask one of your people to visit one of my bars for a couple of drinks. I'll owe you, partner. There's plenty of appetite for drink in Hollywood. An actor and an actress will visit one of your bars together within 3 months. Shouldn't be difficult. Charlie, how much you want? What if I gave you a few gifts? As for an actress, Alma, again, let me give you gifts. And we can ready that up. And in that same vein, people went nuts when they saw a real celebrity walk into the bar. The word is out. My bar is home to Hollywood stars. In that same vein, get me another half dozen watches, some cigars, some whiskey, and let's keep rolling. Well, hold on. I want the landlord to finish, right? Because Maze, who I think we want to have playing the lead in that one script we just got. Go ahead and just... Okay, Wilfred. We've got ideas. We've got romance and adventure. Wilfred is a comedy. Clumsy Oaf goes with comedy. Go for it. Right, that's one. Charlie Graham here wants us to extend his contract. Let's get you medical insurance. 3. Well, I mean, you're a good actor. $250,000. 3 years. Sounds good. The police are gonna raid us, so let's place our cash in a safe deposit box. We've got watches and whiskey to hand out. Again, going to management first. We've never given you... Yes, we've only got 2 watches to hand out. Marlene, you can have 1. And Diana, I guess you can have the other. There we go. Easy peasy. Let's... I don't think there's any... Well, hold on. I do want to go... Bernstein Brothers... Let us... Arrogant discipline, but you don't have a drug problem, Wilson. So it's gonna be you that I'm gonna send Homer to look for dirt on. Oh, and the landlord is ready. Movie did well in production. I'm gonna say let's start using some of our influence to speed things up. Will Doyle here. Do we want to throw a rap party? Let me check. Yes, we want to throw a rap party. And we can start post. And then we're gonna start, this is at the very bottom, flat bottom. We're not gonna touch this script. If it's soundstage 3 and anything that can be shot on location, as well as it can be shot. Okay, city interiors would be better on a soundstage, but everything else. Oh, city streets maybe. I mean, for these, we're not saving pre-production time, we're just saving filming time. But you are better in on-location shooting. So I'm gonna pick the best technology we have, get everything we can like this. Billy, you're gonna do this. Jasper. May is going to play... No stars are attached to this, just really quality actors. Yeah. There we are. Flat bottom is going to be rolling. It's just 2 days until the police raid. Let's go ahead and finish with another police raid. See what they do to us. Apparently I didn't hand out all the gifts. Well, that's fine. They just stole a bottle of whiskey they're all gonna drink and a bunch of watches they're gonna pass out among each other. I thought I handed those gifts out though. I must have been wrong. In any case, if you've enjoyed this Let's Play so far, go ahead and leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you want to see more. And I'll see you next time where hopefully we're gonna see stolen hearts, like the people, the weird... Like if I come down here... Yeah, we've got actors that are like... Very specifically, I'm looking at Sally here, who's just like she doesn't have a role. I know there's someone else here, a guy who's going to be attached to it. Is it Oscar? Oscar, are you... No, you're the bandit now. But there's going to be someone else here who's a cowboy here. Oh, Pete and Peter. Peter here is going to be the one who's stolen hearts. Yeah, he just doesn't have a role. Like, you're just... I don't know why that happened. And hopefully we're going to see that get wrapped up next time, and hopefully it won't linger. It'll resolve itself. They'll, you know, their roles will finish on the film, and that'll just be done. But that might take a couple of episodes. In any case, if you've enjoyed this Let's Play so far, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time when we continue playing Hollywood Animal. Where we will... I want to see how well we can get this movie. Hopefully it turns out real good. It's a heavy movie, though. Heavy ending.